Hello again, everybody. This is Rocket Rick J18, and today is December 26th, 2023, and day after Christmas, Boxing Day, if you're inclined to be a fan of the Empire, which I am not, let me hasten to say. But in any case, I wanted to show you my Christmas present, which consists entirely of cards from the 1952 top set, which I'm ecstatically happy, even though, yes, I furnished the list of cards that would be appropriate. And my children and my wife, that's what they got me for Christmas. Great present, not complaining a bit. So, any case, let's turn the camera down, and we'll take a look at the cards that make up my Christmas haul. Okay, so let's see. Not in chronological order, but in numerical order. But let's take a look at. Let's zoom in a little bit. There we go. So the first card is Bill Rigney, and he is card number 125. The second card is Fred Hutchinson. Bill Rigney was a player on the New York Giants. Of course, he went on to later coach the San Francisco Giants, and he was the head coach that, or the manager, I should say, during the I think 1960 and 61, maybe. In any case, Fred Hutchinson was later a manager of the Cincinnati Reds till he regrettably died of cancer. I'm kind of thinking maybe sometime in the mid-60s. Card number 126, Fred Hutchinson. Card number 127 is Paul Minner, the Chicago Cubs. Card number 127. These cards are all in pretty good shape. They got them at Kit Young Cards, and I think these are considered to be in good to very good condition. I think they're in wonderful condition. The next card is Don Bolweg, and Don was a first baseman with the Yankees. This is card number 128. He hadn't played very much. I think he almost certainly was considered still to be a rookie. Although his career batting average indicated he was 3 for 20. But they were good, important 3 because he knocked in 3 runs. So there you go. That's card number 128, Don Minner. Next card is Johnny Mize. And Johnny Mize is with the New York Yankees now, and having come over from the St. Louis Cardinals. His career batting average is .314. He had 251 home runs. And at the time that of this card, 1952 through the 1951 season, Johnny had hit more home runs than any other active player in baseball. And it goes on to say he spent 3 years in the Navy and had been in the majors since 1936, first with the Cardinals, then with the Giants, and finally with the Yankees. Also says he hit 3 home runs in a game 6 times. And at that time, it was a big league record. Also points out that in 1947, he hit 51 home runs. I think at this point in baseball, still hitting 50 home runs in a season was pretty rare. And still is, really. Stop and think about it. If you made a list of all the players that hit 50 home runs in a season, I wouldn't imagine it would mount to 20. Hank Aaron never did it. So that's card number 129, Johnny Mize. The next card is Sheldon Jones with the New York Giants. Card number 130. And he was a pitcher. 8 and 11. No, 6 and 11. Boy, you know, when you get to be my age, most of the numbers look alike. 9, 8, 6, 5, 3, 2. They're all the same. Okay. Next is Art Whitmire. And he's with the Chicago White Sox. Card number 133. Card number 138. With the Pittsburgh Pirates. I think you're going to see that I don't have many Pirates whose number falls within the first 310 cards left to get, because I made it a point to acquire Pirates along the way. So I don't have too many more left to get, except the high numbers. I don't have any of the high numbers. So this is Bill McDonald. And Bill McDonald was a pitcher with the Pittsburgh Pirates. And he was in military service in 1951. In 1948, he had a record of 15 and 7. That was in the minor leagues. Looks like he came up in 1950 and was 8 and 10 in the majors. Yeah. Card number 138, Bill McDonald. And the next card is John Antonelli with the Boston Braves. Again, John Antonelli, like Roy McMillan and Rip Rapolsky, if there was a set that had John in it, and I only had 3 cards. Those would most likely be the 3 cards, just at random. But I just always seem to get those cards. And happy to have him too, by the way, John Antonelli. He was a pitcher mostly with the Giants, as I recall, but at this point in time, he was still with the Boston Braves. Card number 140. Now we kind of jump ahead. This is card number 200, and a name that's certainly more than familiar to most of you, Ralph Houck. Ralph was a journeyman catcher for the Yankees, more a coach on the field, and of course later did 2 tours of duty as the manager for the Yankees. Once during their 1961 to 1963, when he led the Yanks to 3 pennants and 2 world championships, and then went up to the front office and remained there until the Yankees fell on evil times in the late 60s. The years from 1965 to 1975 were definitely drought years, as the Yankees failed to win a pennant 11 straight times before winning one in 1976, and hadn't won a World Series since 1962, didn't win another one until 1977. So this is Ralph Houck. Here's the back of his card, and it showed that through the 1951 season, he had appeared in 72 games. Didn't see a lot of action at catcher with Yogi Berra there. He, like many of his age, served in the military during the Second World War. He rose from the rank of private to major in the Marine Corps. And that's pretty amazing, really. And that's how he got his nickname, Major. So that was his nickname. So, card number 200, Ralph Houck. And the last card in this haul is Hank Bauer. Hank, as most of you know, was involved in the 1957 fiasco at the Copacabana with Whitey Ford, Mickey Mantle. Trying to think of who else was involved in that. Billy Martin, of course. Yeah, absolutely. Those were the 4 primary ones. I think maybe the only ones. Anyway, this is Hank Bauer, card number 215, and like several of the others, Bill Rigney, Fred Hutchinson, and Ralph Houck. He went on to manage in the major leagues with in his case with the Baltimore Orioles. He also served in the Marine Corps and won a Purple Heart. It says on the back of his card, Hank Bauer. So that's all I have to show you. Jump back on the screen here. Just wanted to summarize my position with the 19 52 set. Among the first 310 cards, not including the high number series, I now have 204. So that's pretty good. I'm closing in on 100 cards left to get in that lower series, and I probably will get most, if not all of those before I ever have a high number. Those of you who have tried to do anything with this set know that the high number series cards, the commons, are brutally expensive. And I'm not sure what kind of condition I can get them in that would keep them under $100, if any. So it's not just the Mantle and the Jackie Robinson and the Roy Campanella that I don't have. It's really an awful lot of commons. I think maybe there's 6 cards that are stars, big stars. Hoyt Wilhelm's in there, Hall of Famer, Eddie Matthews, Bill Dickey, along with the 3 just mentioned. So those are the Hall of Famers. But my goodness, there's awful lot of cards that are just commons, and I don't even know what they are now in excellent condition or very good or anything else, but I don't see very many that are offered for less than $100. I know I've looked for Dick Groat several times, and his card's generally not available at anything under $200. And Dick is, great player, a star with the Pirates, but let's face it, in the 50s, it didn't take much to be a star with the Pirates. Well, especially once Ralph Kiner was gone. So there you have it. And more to follow with the 1952 set, I hope. Someday I hope to get close, but it won't be this year. And it won't be next year. So there you go. In any case, I hope you had a great Christmas. And this is Rocket Rick J18, wishing that all your collecting dreams come true.